Hi, I'm Stephanie, and in a few short months, my partner and I are relocating from San Antonio, Texas to Porto, Portugal. Now, I've had a ton of people ask me, Stephanie, how are y'all even doing this in the first place? So let me give you the quick version of everything that we've been doing. So the first thing that I did was I took a scouting trip with Expatsi. This was in March of 2024. It was really important for me to even see if Portugal was an option. You know, you can only learn so much from YouTube videos and Googling. And not only did I want to see if Portugal was an option, but if it was, where in Portugal would we want to go? I was also able to see where we would buy groceries, what the vibe was like, what fit our personality, just a little bit of that day-to-day that you don't get when you're going on vacation and doing all the tourist things. So then when I got back and we decided that yes, Portugal was the place for us, then we got into the nitty-gritty. And thankfully, Expatsi had a full list of resources for us to tap into who are helping us navigate every minute piece of paperwork, and more on that in just a moment. But also, can we find a place to live? What do we need in order to get approved, and even how we can get our dogs abroad? Here are the things that are really important and the things that you need to focus on if you are thinking of moving to Portugal as well. Number one, like I mentioned, the paperwork. The Portuguese take the paperwork very seriously. You need your visa, but in order to get your visa, you have to show proof of income, financial stability. We even had to get a lease before our visa appointment. There's a lot that goes into the paperwork side of it. Number two, housing. Trust me, rent first. It's going to give you an opportunity to make sure that the place you are landing is the place that you want to be. You'll need to get a lease before you get your visa to be able to stay in Portugal. I mentioned we have pets. This has been, no lie, probably the biggest stressor, but thankfully we got the information that we need for what we needed to provide in order to legally be able to bring them over. And we now have a flight book where we can bring them in cabin, and we know exactly what documents we need from their existing vet. We were able to verify that we have the right microchip. And yes, there is a difference in the microchip, that we have a valid rabies certificate and everything that we need to turn in. Finances. We are going over on a D8 visa, which is a remote worker visa. So we have to provide copies of our employment contracts, copies of invoices to who we are contracting our work through, show that those invoices are paid, just showing that we are stable in our finances and that we're going to be able to continue this job when we move abroad. And then the last thing is just having a really good mindset. My partner and I have continued to joke that everything just sort of happens on Portugal time. We want to slow down. We want to have better work-life boundaries. We want to be able to explore our personal passions and not just work to live. Other things that go into the mindset, and this is something that I know that we'll continue to navigate even before we leave and after we leave and when we land, is just remembering what we're doing this for. If Portugal's on your radar, start with Expatsi. Trust me, it'll save you months of stress and question marks and what ifs and help you on your move abroad journey.